I'm a legend, let them know. I gonna need me a throne. Get a speckle and go. I began long ago. Ain't nobody ready though. I'ma talk it to him slow. They ain't ready for the flow. They ain't ready for the go. I'm a my change it. How they hate it. I shoot from the hip, throw them save it. When they high up about a crowd. We gon' have stories to tell right now. You know I'm going.
Oh boy, here they come. We're live, boys and girls. Just waiting for the people to show up. Let's turn down the music a little bit, because that's loud. Oops, not off. Oh yeah. Oh, there they are. Silent Karma's number one. Yahoo! What's up, Silent Karma? How you doing? What's up, Katie? Oh boy. It is that time. Y'all, we have 20 minutes of talking. Just so you guys are aware, we have 20 minutes of talking. We got to get this bracket a-going. As a matter of fact, we're going to do a ting. We're going to do a ting. I'm going to make this. Let's make myself bigger. Let's do a ting. Let's turn the chat over here on the left side. What's up? What's up? What's up, GM Pyro? Killer. Native. What's up? So we're starting at 9. Yes, we're here just talking. What's up, Beam? It's... Oh, sorry. Is it weird that you call me by my gamer tag? It's so weird that I call you that? Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I just got to get used to this side of things. Got to get used to this side of things. We're going to do some stuff. Hold on. I am going to copy. Go to opening video. Y'all are going to see some real-time editing. Are you all ready for this? Y'all going to see some real-time editing. Paste. Bam. There's my circle. Or square, I guess. That's what it's called. Better be showing. Y'all ready? Y'all see this behind-the-scenes magic happening right here. Would you rather me call you Devin, Mr. Devin? Because I can call you Devin instead. Do you want me to call you Devin? I can call you Devo, my dude. My dude. There we go. That's some real-time editing right there. Bucks, did we fix? No. I haven't even touched it. As a matter of fact, I hopped on. I pulled up my tournaments thing right here. We're going to go ahead and pull up the bracket of the people that are playing. Let's create a new... I don't have... Do I have, like, Microsoft Word? Do I have that at least? Word? Do we have Word? What's up, Rad Dad? Hey, buddy. You want to get in on the tournament, Rad? We're here. That's what we're doing. Probably be easier just to read my name off the list. It is. It is. The people that I call by their name, like Native, because her literal name is Ho. Ho Life. I've been calling her Ho Free because it looked like a Ho Free to me. I don't know. I guess the... What's words? Words are hard. Words are difficult. It looked like there was an R in there, and she has the name Ho Life, and Ho Free is a lot more family friendly to say, so that's why we say it. What's up, Matt? Make your way on over, bub. We're live on the purple side. Prefer that you hang out there. It helps the numbers get up there. Right now we're sitting at 9, which I know is a lie. I don't know. I think that it's just lagging behind. But we're getting our bracket ready for this competition if you want in. If you want in, hop on this side of things. Hop on this side of things. While we get our list ready, let's move this over to yeah. Does that even make sense? It doesn't really make sense, but here we are. Just say it. Ho for life. Yeah, Ho for life. Yeah, that's probably what she's probably aiming for here. I don't know. My brain just makes up letters and words, and it says, hey, this sounds good together. Let's do that. Rich text document. Is that maybe what we're looking for? Let's try one. Let's see what it does. By the way, there's things in this cup. There's tings in this cup. What's up, Jared? Make your way over to Twitch, buddy. Go to Twitch. It's the whole life or no life, girl. You don't get pregnant by accident. I'm just saying that. Nobody wakes up and says, you know what? I feel like I have a baby without doing the dirty, except for the Virgin Mary.
Hello.
That's it. Hello. What's up, Cricket? We're going to go ahead and put people in on this list. Here's our list of peoples. Let's do our font super huge so that people don't feel like they're being ignored. Let's move on over to the left here. I don't even remember how to work this thing, man. Y'all remember using this in high school? Y'all remember this? Turner up predictions. Hey, you went in on this tournament, Turner? The tournament? It was a one-night stand. Oh, no. That's awful. I am so sorry. At least, hopefully he's like a rich dude. Hopefully it's like an old guy that really, really has lots of money that can take care of you. Grandmaster, what's up, bub? Is this what real streamers do? They just hang out? Did you happen to notice if you got any new followers today? Dude, so whatever you did over there, it said that she shouted me out to 33 viewers. So you did something and I got 6 new follows just like that. I logged in and bam, one of them right there, pineapple pizza. I don't even know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but that means so much to me. That is super cool. Yeah, I don't even know how it happened or what I did to make friends like that or what you did, but like, I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
I love you. I love you. I love you. You want to go
Jeffs,
to
oh my gosh, that looks awful. Yep. Do that again. Hold up. Here, let me do a fake like real quick because I need to adjust that. I've never even used this screen before, okay? So what does it look like if I get bits? That's what it looks like if I get bits. I don't even know what it looks like if I get bits, y'all. I just applied for affiliate, so. Bro, for real, people over here just want to talk, and it's awesome. It's awesome just to sit in here and talk to people versus being like, launch game, play game. Hey, guys, look at the game. Look, it's over here. Look at this stuff. It's weird to just like hang out with people, man. It's super cool that I can just sit here, listen to music, prep the stream versus having to immediately, because that's what Facebook wants. They want you to, thank you. They just want you to launch the stream and immediately play, cut out all the chit chat and mess with just the beginning part of the stream. It's super cool. I don't know. It's nifty. It's cool just to be in chat and vibe. It just feels good, y'all. Like, I gotta stop talking. I gotta reel it in a little bit because I feel myself getting emotional. But it feels good. It feels good just to hang out with people. So let's go ahead and get our people up here. We got 15 minutes till this tournament launches and we start plugging and playing. So marbles, here, let's do 48. Bold. Marbles. Oh, just kidding. Marbles Tourney. And then we got, let's go with 28, right? Does that look pretty good? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Excuse me. I am, by the way, my favorite drink is Red Stag. So if y'all ever want to do something, you love my tattoos, thank you. It's not finished at all. But there's a story behind everything. So without taking my shirt off. So this is two things combined. I love America and I love the outer space. This is eventually going to be all colored in. There's a really cool story behind this that I probably can't share on Twitch, but there's a very cool story behind the wolf and the moon. Then the outline around the outside there is the outer space. We're going to be having outer space put beside that. I don't know what the colors they look amazing. Thanks, man. Also, it's a big work in progress. So we have the Avengers logo. We have what's called Trash Polka. That's what all the dots are. I am a big fan of Trash Polka art. It just looks gross, but amazing at the same time. Captain America. And then we have, what is that? Am I going to be an astronaut? Psh, I wish. I ain't got the brains for that. Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk. And then, of course, Mr. Thor right on the backside there. Couldn't fit his face, so we just did the Stormbreaker. But we're going to trash polka it all up. I actually have one thing that I want to get. Y'all ready for me to get preachy in this bit? right here in this big open spot you see right here, I have it open for a reason, and I'm going to put something there. I have a thing that I like to, it's a song, okay? It's a song, and there's a phrase in that song. Are you ready for this? Y'all ready? They put monkeys up there. I think you qualify. This is true, okay? Solid. Am I going to get your face yet? I've already got it, but I can't show that part of my body. Yes, it's really white. What? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, that really white spot right there. Yeah, that really white spot right there that has nothing on it. I want to get, and I don't know, so maybe you guys can help me out here. There's a saying that I want to get. It comes from a song. It's called Gyra. I don't know if you're familiar with the song Gyra by Elevation Worship. But there's a phrase in there that says, I don't want to forget how I feel right now. Where's the quick logo? Probably go right there on the back of my arm. Man, I'd want to see it though. Maybe I just get it on my hand, like on the inside of my hand. But I don't want to forget how I feel right now. Lessons in life, whether it be good lessons, bad lessons, or, you know, the highs, the lows, whatever it is. It's important that you never forget how you feel in that moment so you can either replicate it or never, ever do it again. The good thing about time is time heals everything. Let me rephrase that. Time dulls the feeling of everything. So that extreme high that you felt having a kid, that extreme high of having a kid, like, I love this moment. The extreme low of, I don't want to get up in the middle of the night to a puking child. Those two disappear, and so you want to relive the high moments, but you forgot how awful the puking in the middle of the night, the chunks hitting the floor at 3 a.m. sounds. So you have another child until that moment happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, I should not have done this. So, just saying, Native, take notes. Native, take notes and heed my words, ma'am. All right, so but I want to get that. So if you guys can help me, so here's where you guys come in at. I want you guys to figure out in some way of like is the music too loud? I feel like it's loud. Oops. So here's where you guys come in. I want to, in like a Greek wording, Uggs, puking is the worst. She said exclamation mark play. Look, bro, we're starting at 9, okay? Okay? And plus, I'm a little buzzed, okay? Anyway, if you can find like a Greek saying, it's a tad loud, you were screaming. I'm not screaming no more. I am dialed in. I actually am going to need a new mic soon that sounds good. Anyone but quick, bro. Come on. If you guys can figure out me a Greek saying for like not forgetting a feeling or not forgetting the way you feel or something like that, let me know. Send it to me because I would like to. Carpe diem. No, carpe diem is done by everybody, bro. Everybody does carpe diem. All right, so we have Big Daddy. Oops, oh my gosh, not NIG. Big Daddy. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Big. Yeah, I need to lay off, man. Here we go. Big Bog Daddy. Then we have Beam. B, whatever that is. We need to make that smaller for sure. Big Daddy. I don't like that space in between. What is that space for? Get rid of the space. Gross.
What? Did we just
There we
become
go.
best friends?
Arrow the Destroyer. What's up?
You want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
But in Latin, I'm sure. So, I wouldn't be opposed to Latin. I would not be opposed to Latin. I'd have to see it and look at it. How to join? You just have to put your name in. Mind you, the winner of this will be getting PayPal'd, will not be getting PayPal'd $5 at the end of this tournament. But I'm putting everybody in. So much pressure when people watch you type. It's not the pressure. I'll give you that much. It's not the pressure. Anyway, let's see. Quick. So all you gotta do is say that you want to play, and then we'll put you in the pot. But it's a good faith system. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna be in it, you have to be prepared at the end of it to send what's due. If that makes sense. Can you join? You absolutely can. Yes, you can. There we go. That's what I wanted to get rid of. Quick. We got Katie. Cardi. Whatever. Native. Killer Lou. You want to play? I know you want to play, okay? We still got 9 minutes. Do I have to say what I thought? What are you talking about? EU PayPal? All right, well, the only person here that uses PayPal for sure is, I want to play? Okay, I'll put you in. So we'll put you in right here. Arrow the Destroyer. You only use PayPal? See, we got 2 people that want to use PayPal. So, Gaelic the Never Forgotten. Gaelic for Never Forgotten. Ooh, I might. Hold on to that. I just want Never Forget. I don't want to remember the fallen. I want to... How does Twitch affiliate feel about this? That's why we're not sending anybody money, for sure. Errol? Errol? Oh, Errol. Oh, my gosh. All right, Errol. Then we have Killer Lou, Mrs. Pyro, M. Hicks, Cricket, Carrie, Drop It, Lopez. If any of these people are not here when it's time to play,
Did we just become best
that means
friends?
that you cannot play.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Errol?
Yup.
Errol. I did a roll. I did an L. What are you talking about? I haven't logged into my PayPal in probably 10 years. Well, good, because we don't have to use that, right? We're not using that. That's not what we're doing. Hey, thank you for that follow, by the way. Juanito. How did you type Mrs. Pyro, but not me? I don't know. Mr. GM Pyro. I even have you up there and skipped it. And I also skipped Silent Karma. That's Karma. If you don't see your name up there, speak up now. Because here in 7 minutes, we're going to be putting it in there. Hello, DeLeon. How you doing, buddy? Shut up, killer. But I do appreciate that. Every 25 minutes, I need that reminder. I forgot Devin. No, that's Silent Karma. Shoot. Did I not put him in there? Silent Karma. Oh, right there. Shut up. Stop it, okay? Doing good, thanks. Yes, yes, yes. It was on Facebook, and you forgot about me. Look, what is this list for? This is for the people that are competing in this tournament. At the end of this game, whoever wins gets $5. Does not get $5. I asked my wife if she wanted to compete. She said no. So, Mr. GM Pyro, here. Look, this is the unofficial list, okay? Do I have to be present to compete? Yes, you have to be here. Because you have to type !play to get into the game. So you have to be here to compete. Okay? If you're not here, then you can't compete, Brody. Duh. Let me in. You want in? Are you prepared to send the winner $5 hairs? Not send them $5 hairs? The A in your name, native. Guys, this is a fake list, okay? It's not real. Well, I lost. I'm at work until 11. All right, well, if you're not here, then whoever gets, if you happen to not be here during the launch, then that person automatically wins. So it'll be like, hey, you're competing against Beam, ! Play for you and you. And if you don't ! Play and we sit there and we wait for a second and it never shows up, I don't care. It was annoying me. Whatever. Look, we got Carrie. We got an extra large A in Carrie's name too. So, if you're not there to ! Play, then you can't compete in that match. So that person automatically gets a bye and goes on to the next round. The list is going to look like this, and this is where I'm going to be putting in all the real names. As a matter of fact, I could probably go ahead and put the names in now. So here's the people. Here's where we go. Tournament name, Marbles. Oops. Marbles. Tournament. Marbles Tournamenty. Later. All right, Big Daddy. Love you, Bubby. She said GG Beam. Capitalize the R in your name. It was already R'd, capitaled. Capitalize all the letters in my... Shut up! What are you all doing? All right, here we go. Description. All right, let's see. Enter game. Doesn't matter. Marbles. Is that a thing? Marbles. Boom. Single elimination. Registration fee is free. Start time. We're going to launch this whenever I launch this is what's going to happen. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. All right, y'all. Y'all got 4 minutes. If anybody shows up, put my name before Cricket's name. I have horrible luck. It's getting ready to happen. All right, Marbles Tournament. Did not miss that. Single stage tournament, single elimination. Free. Nobody has to pay to be here until the end. Save and continue. See if we can put in names. Always show up here to get started. Add participants, which is what we are doing. Y'all cannot exclamation mark play until it's time for you to play. Okay? Display name. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. Display names are getting entered right now. Big Daddy says he doesn't want to play, but we're going to put him in anyway. Big Daddy. Add. Why did the music stop? Music, come back. We want play. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Mrs. Pyro? I want my name italicized. Y'all shut up. Big Daddy. Beam. Quick. Let's throw the 502 in there just for fun. Katie. Native.
Holy moly.
Killer.
It must be
Oh.
my birthday.
Native. Killer. I want my name in purple. You can get sparkles on your name. Killer Lou. Errol. Errol, are you still in here? Errol, Errol, Errol. Mrs. Pyro. I just want to roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. I want to be above native, though. I don't think it won't matter because I'm going to shuffle all these bad boys. Y'all made me lose my spot. M. Hicks. Miss Hicks, are you in here? Miss Hicks. Vilson, make your way over to Twitch if you want to play. Too bad. I want to be above native, though. All right, M. Hicks. Cricket. I'll put everybody in that said they wanted to be in. Whether or not they're here or not is on them. Carrie is present. Drop It Lopez said he wanted to play, but I have not seen him yet. Drop It Lopez. Ooh, let me edit that name real quick. That was gross. I don't want to be against Beam. Hope native yeets you. Save. Add a name. We got Mr. GM Pyro. We're going to add an extra large letter. I'm going to say Prio just to make you mad. Pyro and then Silent Karma. Is that everybody? Did I get everybody? Do you see your name on this list? Do you see your name on this list? If you don't, speak up. Sorry I disappeared. No, you're here. You went in? Juanito, DeLeon. We're going to go DeLeon. DeLeon. Am I there? Yes, you are. Katie, you were at the top. Number 4. Winnett would like to join. DeLeon is in. Are you prepared to send the winner $5? That's the real question. Checking on your chicks you got? Oh. Why is mine Mr. but yours isn't Mr. Quick? Because my name is not... Oh. Grandmaster Pyro. Am I messing that up? Oh, I don't know. All right, fine. I'll fix it. Whatever. We're just going to do GM Pyro. You lost. And it has an extra I in there. I don't know why. No sending. Remember, no sending. Something went wrong. Oh. What went wrong? Went wrong. GM Pyro. Well, you get to keep whatever that is. Whatever. I'm going to refresh the page. And you get what you get, boy. You are Mr. GM Pyroy. Pyroy? All right, so we're shuffling. It is 9:01. These are the official seeds. Seeds are in the process of being shuffled right now, so you get where you get. And you don't throw a fit. Something went wrong. Shuffle. Continue with seed shuffling. Boom, there we go. So there's the new layout. Add in bulk? What is that? All right, where's the launch button? I saw it earlier. I did it earlier. I was just messing with it. Nope, I don't want to do that. I did it earlier, okay? I am really, really good at video games. All right, here's our list. Here's our official list. Always finish first. That's not a Roman numeral for number 1, which is where I'm going to finish. Oh, okay. All right, so these are the this is the seeds right here. Updates in real time. We want this to be active. I want to activate this. I cannot remember how to activate it though. Hold on. This is our seeds right here. It evened out pretty good. Embed code. Oh, this is a tentative schedule. That's why. Round 1. Yeet, yeet, skirt, yeet, yeet, skirt. This is supposed to be starting immediately, and I clicked the wrong button. All right, how do I get back? How do I get back to the main screen, yo? My tournament, right here. This is the one I want, right here. Marbles tournament, single. Start the tournament. There we go. There we go. You're about to be squashed like the bug. Y'all are just talking trash. I love it. Report scores. Here we go. So this is how it happens. Here's where the games freaking start. I got my list up here. Marbles in stream. Let's go, boys and girls. Are you ready? It's 3 minutes past time. We're going, okay? We are going. All right. So it goes like this. The people who are racing, and only the people that are racing, are competing. The first people on the list is Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou. These are the two in the very first race. These are the people racing, okay? We are going to quit whatever that is. Let's start that over. Hold on. I don't know what that was in the corner there. We're going to try it again. We're going to randomize the maps. We are randomizing maps. So it is a random map viewer of races of only 2 people. Why does Beam get the skip? That's what it just gave. There was no rhyme or reason. There was no reason behind it. She got a random bye. She is in round 8 of this tournament. So Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou are the only 2 in this race. This is going to take forever. It's 2 minutes a race, if sometimes a minute, okay? Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou are the only 2 people here. Y'all ready? Are you all ready? Are you ready? Oh boy, I'm so excited right now. I feel like I'm racing. There we go. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Why am I not allowed to move? Oh my gosh, what is happening? Why am I not allowed to move right now? Oh, what is going on? All right, hold on. Let's try that again. I don't know what it was doing. Well, this is fun. Shut up! Zach, what's up, buddy? You can see the control. Yeah, it wouldn't move. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was doing. Let's try that again. All right, just you 2. There we go. All right. Just you 2 again. Killer Lou and GM Pyro. Mrs. GM Pyro. Practice before? Look, guys. Mrs. G and Pyro. This is the first official race, okay? Come on, killer. Hello? Yeah, I know what the controls are. I've done this quite a few times. Just for whatever reason, it wasn't working. Mrs. Quick, how are you? So are you not going to load up, killer? There we go. All right. Now it's time. Now is time! There we go. All right, Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou Man. Drop It Lopez jumped in. Oh, no, that's he's the record setter right now. He's the one that did the best. Gotcha. That's what that means. All right, let's see who makes it out of the tunnel first. Killer Lou Man may be the first one out. Mrs. Pyro lurking around the bottom of that tunnel right there. Killer Lou Man is going to bust her. Mrs. Pyro going to bust her. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole race right here. Just seeing you guys run around in circles. Killer Lou Man is going to be the first one to make it out, but Mrs. Pyro is not far behind. Actually gets yeeted back up that toilet bowl a little bit faster. Killer Lou Man makes it out first, makes his way around the very first part of the loop-de-loop. What do you want to call this right here? A snake?
It must be my birthday.
Killer Lou Man is first right now. Mrs. Pyro is catching up very quickly, though. Look at that fancy little ball she's got right there. I noticed that Killer Lou Man didn't purchase a ball. Should have purchased a ball. Mrs. Pyro hot on his heels, though, not going to let him get a win without a fight. Killer Lou Man makes his way around and out of the snake, followed by Mrs. Pyro, which is a convenient second little place right there. Makes his way through. This is where he could get caught up and slow down tremendously, which will give Mrs. Pyro plenty of time to catch back up. He's going to hit a little obstacle. Only one of the obstacles did he hit. Mrs. Pyro taking her sweet time making it out of the obstacles. Killer Lou Man gets caught up and doesn't even stop on any of them. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of problems with the mixer, which is going to give Mrs. Pyro plenty of time to catch us up. It passes him. This is where it gets real interesting, folks, where you start off to a very, very strong beginning lead. You can get suddenly caught back up. Mrs. Pyro has a chance to make it through, but gets caught again. Killer Lou Man gets yeeted backwards, but makes his way through. He finally makes it out of the mixer, makes his way over to the elevator. Don't hit those funny because you can get sent to the moon, which will give Mrs. Pyro a chance to catch right up. She makes it through very easily, has no resistance whatsoever, touches none of the pegs at all. Back into the snake. Mrs. Pyro has some ground to make up if she wants to catch up to Killer Lou Man. Killer Lou Man is off to a great start. What if they both get yeeted off the map? They start over. Killer Lou Man not slowing down at all. Looks like he's going to be making it to the end unless something crazy happens. He will not be stopped by Mrs. Pyro right now. Mrs. Pyro does not have a good lead here. It's not looking good unless he gets caught on one of the corners, which he doesn't. He makes his way around. It looks like he's going to have a nice finish at the end with almost no competition right there. It looks like takes a shot. I'm already buzzed, bro. This winner is Killer Lou Man. Killer Lou Man progresses to face his arch nemesis. That is going to be Mrs. Beam in the... What is that, quarterfinals? No, this is quarterfinals. What even is that called? Well, that cost me $5. Next is Big Daddy and Miss Hicks. I think Big Daddy already gave a GG's, but we'll go ahead and give him the opportunity to go ahead and compete in this. That, or Miss Hicks goes ahead and gets her bye, the very first bye of the night. Miss Hicks, are you ready? Ready up. Can we do a bye back in? No. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one, you can't. We'll give a solid 10 seconds for Mrs. Hicks to get in here. Mrs. Hicks says, I'm ready to go. Where is Big Daddy? Big Daddy says he wants to play. Big Daddy, you have a solid 10 seconds. Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. like she's going to go ahead and win this round. He did not. Yeah, that's why he asked if he had to be here. I know. I still wanted to give him a chance, okay? I still wanted to give him a chance. That means that Mackenzie automatically gets a bye here. Mackenzie wins that round right there. Everybody give it up for Miss Mackenzie! You can sub in for him. I wonder if I can remove it. You can't remove it. Hold on. All right. I wonder if I can adjust that. And it'll let Big Daddy move forward. Okay. All right, Mrs. Pyro. You want to have a race? Mrs. Pyro, you can sub in for Big Daddy. This is the one and only time this is ever going to happen, okay? Ever. The brackets should be completely different then? What you mean? Well, how should they be different? It's working out just fine. This is my tournament! You can't tell me how to run my tournament. All right. Pop in. If Big Daddy isn't here. Well, it happened right here. So, pop on in, Miss Mackenzie. We're going to race Mrs. Pyro. Mrs. Pyro, let's go. Give him a show. Mackenzie, you ready for this, girl? You ready to win the right way? The first time? Exclamation mark play. There you go. There she is. She said, I'm game. I don't really care what happens. I don't really care what happens. It's time! Mrs. Pyro makes her way up front. It looks like Mackenzie Hicks is not far behind. Both of them made it out of there pretty quickly. Nobody had any sort of competition whatsoever. Definitely worked their way through that thing nice and quickly. Whole Life is showing them how to make it to the front of the line the fastest. Has a nice lead over everybody else, even though Native isn't racing right now. She's definitely killing it. Mrs. Pyro holding a nice, steady first place lead right here. You've got to be careful around these pegs right here because these things can get you literally into the universe. Could be loss number 2. That is true. Anything can happen in these races. It doesn't matter how far in front you are. There is always a chance that you are going to get jacked, bro. Mackenzie, this means if you lose right here, you will be in spot number 1 if somebody else has to leave, just so you know. If somebody has to leave and Mackenzie loses this, she gets this next spot. If Mrs. Pyro loses this one, I don't think that she should get a third attempt. Should she? How do you guys think that should work? Mrs. Pyro still making her way through. Mackenzie Hicks still creeping along, not really having a whole lot of resistance. Neither player having too much trouble with this map at all. Both of them definitely still going at their own kind of pace. It all really matters here how you hit the angles of the walls. As long as you're not bouncing too much back and forth, you're going to get a nice trajectory down this path no matter what. Mrs. Pyro makes herself down the ramp first. I should be the stand-in if somebody isn't present. That way I can remove them. But what if I lose? Then I'm automatically out, period, right? Mackenzie Hicks has plenty of time to catch back up. Mrs. Pyro is going to make her way up the escalator nice and slowly, very methodical of her. Mackenzie Hicks also still waiting on that escalator, too. Neither one of them are really in much of a hurry. They're not using the escalator like stairs, like douchebags. They're just kind of waiting in place, waiting for this round to kind of get to the top of this map. Just a stand-in ball? I don't know about that. Mrs. Pyro! Holy crap, Mrs. Pyro yeets herself over the top of that. Doesn't even have to land. She just lands directly on the path. Mackenzie Hicks still catching up. Neither player is having any issues, just taking their angles as they come. Catching up to Whole Life, though. Native definitely set the path for this course and has the best time of anybody competing today. Still followed by Mrs. Mackenzie Hicks, seeing if she can make her way to the very end of this path right here. Not a whole lot of resistance here. It's all about angles and how you hit the turns. There's not really a whole lot in the pass of them. Now I'm second. Yay, I'm winning. Now I'm second. Oh, wait. No, you were still very much first place. With your little special used-to-be ball here anyway. Mrs. Pyro with her fancy pink ball. Mackenzie Hicks, you better take them corners a lot smoother so you can make your way down the ramp. It looks like this is coming to a close. We're going to go ahead and head on over to the end here. There is a nice set of pegs right here, which could complicate things and give Mackenzie Hicks a chance to catch up, so don't count her out. There's also a few little pegs that could yeet her off the map, so make sure you're watching out for these maps as we come into the final seconds and close of this. Sorry I'm here. What do I do? Nothing yet. Your turn is not up yet. No, you're not too late. Your turn has not appeared just yet. Whole Life is just showing everybody how to run this map. Mrs. Pyro is in first place, followed very quickly by Mackenzie Hicks. One mistake by Mrs. Pyro, and this could be a Mrs. Hicks ballgame. Look, and she does get caught up.
Yep.
Hey, easy. What's
wanna go
up?
do
Mackenzie
karate
Hicks
in the
makes her
garage?
way through,
Yep.
but she's still getting caught up on the pegs as well. Her last saving grace will be these final set of pegs to get yeeted off the map. Mrs. Pyro does get yeeted off the map. This gives an opportunity for Mackenzie Hicks to take it, and she doesn't. Mackenzie Hicks does not capitalize on her opportunity to take the lead. We're going to have to do it one more time. We're going to have to run it back. It's a stupid mat. Forget the stupid racetrack. All right, last two. Mrs. Pyro and Mackenzie are going to have another bye for this game. Let's go. So it's another race between them two. They both got yeeted off the map. And Native wins. Hop on in, exclamation mark, play to Mackenzie. There you go. And then Mrs. G and Pyro. Let's have a back-to-back win. Miss Mackenzie Hicks kind of feels it's unfair that she automatically had a win and then has to face somebody, but it is a real challenge. Yeet, skirt. There you go. Now we got our two competitors in the comment section there. Looks like they're going to be racing each other again. It was a tie, technically. It's technically a tie. There we go. Now that's a little bit better. You guys can see more of the map and get my face out of the way. All right. First one around is going to be Mackenzie Hicks. She's taking the inside portion of that funnel, while Mrs. Pyro kind of plays it safe and takes it wide, hoping that she can just yeet herself on down the center of here. No, you cannot play. You have to. It's too late to register to play. Next time you can play, though, I promise. You cannot play in this tournament. This tournament is already in effect. It's underway right now. If you had shown up about 18 minutes ago, you would have been included in this game. Mrs. Pyro having a lot of trouble with the toilet bowl. Mackenzie Hicks is definitely making her attempt to get around this circle. She is nowhere near Mrs. Pyro. Mrs. Pyro having a very hard time catching up here out in the outskirts of this. What is this? S? Is that an S? Is that what we call this? An S? Mrs. Pyro having a very hard time going down that nice and slow. Mackenzie Hicks using methodical movements here. Not going fast, but definitely making sure she takes nice, tight turns. Let's see how she does through the mixer. Looks like the mixer is going to give her a little bit of issues. She does make her way through one of the holes, which is going to give Mrs. Pyro a chance to catch back up. But she gets yeeted down the next path, which is going to be a very big problem for Mrs. Pyro. She has a lot of ground to catch up. If she can make it out of here without touching too many walls, she can... Wow, that sounded awful. Okay.
That's what she said.
She's going to have to miss the mixer completely if she wants to catch up, which she almost does. She does get a nice little push by the mixer, which is a little bit better than getting caught by the mixer or just getting pushed straight through. Mackenzie Hicks gets knocked backwards and knocked back up the ramp, which is going to give Mrs. Pyro a chance to catch back up. Guys, it's getting a lot more interesting than it should be. That mixer is moving fast, but she gets yeeted straight through. Let's see how Mrs. Pyro fares through the path. She doesn't get touched by the mixer, which puts her right back in the game. Mackenzie Hicks is going to have to make it down this ramp with no issues at all if she wishes to beat Mrs. Pyro. Mrs. Pyro definitely has her in her sights. Looks like she is also catching up. She's going to have to pick up speed and not get caught on these corners and bounce off of walls. Walls would be bad here. Looks like Mrs. Pyro is going to take the same path Mackenzie takes, which could be very problematic. It is a moving platform, so you're going to have to hope that you hit the circle without missing it. It looks like Mrs. Hicks is going to miss, and Mrs. Pyro is going to catch the W out of nowhere. It is a come from behind victory that was not expected. Mackenzie narrowly misses the platform, and Mrs. Pyro narrowly catches the platform, which means if somebody else does not show up, Miss Hicks automatically gets a spot in the next game. So it looks like Mrs. Pyro is going to move forward. We have to figure out how this is going to work. I guess Mrs. Pyro is Big Daddy now. Remember that. Why am I so enthralled in this? Because it's a real big deal, man. It's a big deal. GG's to the winner, and that is Mrs. Pyro. Let's go ahead and update. Remember, Big Daddy is Mrs. Pyro. Big Daddy is going to progress to the next round. Next on deck, we have Mr. GM Pyroi and Native getting ready to fight. Getting ready to duke it out in the proverbial Marbles Madness. Marble Madness. Oh my gosh, that is what this needs to be called from now on. Mackenzie Hicks. Dang it. But good get GG's. Aw, she is being very
Guess
sweet.
what? I love you.
To the competitors.
I love you.
Next is Native and Mr. Pyro. Thought you had it for sure. I did too. That was a really good game. Thank you for subbing for me. Oh, she's in now, big boy. All right, next on the list is Native. Native and Mr. Pyro are into play. You were a goober, bro. You cannot play. You're not in this tournament. Next time, you have to get in on the tournament beforehand. I promise. You can do this. Native, Miss Whole Life. Paging Miss Whole Life. Get in here. There she is. You cannot join unless you're part of the tournament, Mr. I. Although I do appreciate you being here. Mr. Pyro, Miss Whole Life with the fancy balls. She's got a fancy ball. Look at this thing. She's got a fancy ball. Mrs. Pyro makes his way through without a fancy ball. Has 0 resistance on the Plinko board. Looks like Grandmaster Pyro is going to make it out of there first, followed quickly by Whole Life. Whole Life is not having any trouble with the board either. Just got caught up a little bit more than Grandmaster Pyro did. Grandmaster Pyro is going to make his way down the ramp. It's going to be very crucial to stay off of the walls unless you are making a turn. No zigzagging back and forth. Completely dodges the bubbles. Whole Life is going to catch some of the bubbles. She's going to give her a little bit of a slowdown, but she's going to have plenty of chances to catch back up here towards the end. I swear the ball has given me bad luck. You might be right, bro. You might be right. You might be right. Miss Whole Life is definitely going to catch up to Mr. Pyro. Mr. Pyro does not have a whole lot of a lead, but definitely enough to make it a first-place lead. If he can stay off the walls and not bounce off of the speed bumps, Whole Life will catch up. It looks like he makes his way through without having any resistance to the speed bumps. Whole Life not really touching him. Makes his way through the mixer without any resistance. Whole Life is going to have a little bit of an issue. If she gets caught by here, it could be her final grave. It is not. She does not get caught by it. She's going to follow the same path that Mr. Pyro is taking right this second. Mr. Pyro is off to a strong, strong lead. If he can make it out of here without any complications or getting yeeted off the map, he may come in first. I won almost every game yesterday. Yes, you did. Grandmaster makes it through, lands himself into the funnel with no issues at all, and we're getting to see Native launch her way across as well, not having too many issues with the funnel either. Makes her way straight down, completely missing the pegs. Native does catch herself on the pegs, which is going to give Mr. Pyro a fantastic lead, where she has a lot of ground to make up right here at the end. Looks like he's going to make his way through the hearts. Not much of this track left. We do need something drastic to happen if Mr. Pyro wants to get out of this, and Native plans on making a first-place run. She makes her way around. Mr. Pyro not having many issues at all. He's having issues getting down the funnel, which is going to give Whole Life a chance to catch back up in this match. He finally makes his way down the funnel. Native catches up, but will it be enough to send her to the end? Mr. Pyro does not catch the zoom, and he's going to make his way in. He gets caught at the very end, and Native catches him at the very last second. Native wins the match by default due to a final last obstacle. Mr. Pyro gets knocked out. Got it. Mr. Pyro had that entire lead except for the final last seconds of the match. Bro, what a come from behind last second unforeseen victory by Native. Oh my gosh, that would not happen again in 1,000 years. That is insane. Absolutely insane. That doesn't even make sense. That was definitely clutched at the final seconds of the match. Do not exclamation mark play, and I accepted last. You did. You accepted your fate and won at the very final seconds of that match. Next up, we have Cricket and Silent Karma going to be racing to have their next spot to play against either Big Daddy or Native. Just kidding. They're going to be doing the bottom side here against Carrie or DeLeon. Silent Karma is in. It looks like Cricket is going to make his way in as well. And we have our first official game, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We are officially underway. It's time! Nick Moore has set the official fast pace on this match. Cricket's going to make his way out of there first, but Silent Karma catches up fairly quickly. Cricket's going to make his way into the tunnel first, but that doesn't mean much because Silent Karma is hot on his tails. It looks like this is going to be a very legit race right here, unless something crazy happens at the very end. Silent Karma makes a nice trajectory around the outside there, which is going to give him a first-place lead over Cricket. Still not better than Nick Moore. Nick Moore has definitely set the pace. Except for Silent Karma has made his way to the front. Devin is having a killer, blistering pace. Cricket is going to have to make his way around. He does get caught up on the edge of the X, which is going to cost him a few crucial 0.5 seconds. Silent Karma has a nice lead, but as we've seen before, having a lead does not mean that you're going to get first place. There is a little bit of a boost at the end of this. If whoever hits this, looks like Silent Karma does hit it. Cricket is going to also be making his way down the ramp, but gets caught again on the X. That does not mean... I need another beer. These have been intense. They really have been. These have been nuts. Cricket gets caught up on spikes again, which is going to give Silent Karma still yet again a little bit more of a lead. Cricket is creeping down the side there, but gets caught back up on the other side. He's going up the ramp of the X, which is giving Cricket a solid chance to get down the line here. He catches back up and passes Silent Karma. What is going on right now? He gets caught up on the ramp. Silent Karma is having a big issue with the X. Cricket is finally catching back up. He's got put back in the race. Can he make the moves that are required to finish this on top? It looks like we have a nice little intersection right here full of speed bumps. They're going to maneuver their way around here very methodically and make sure that they are avoiding them as much as possible. It's not about speed right here. It's about accuracy. Silent Karma makes his way through. Cricket makes his way through and has a nice little push off of the ramp. They are both making their way down the sides here. This is once again about angles. It's not about speed. It's about angles and how fast you can get around these corners. Silent Karma makes his way through just fine. Cricket's going to take a little bit of a different path, gets pushed back up the ramp, which is going to give Silent Karma a boost to make it out front. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have the speed bumps. That doesn't mean that Cricket's out of it yet, but it's not looking too good for our competitor. Cricket's going to take the same path, but Silent Karma gets caught up on the speed bumps. He gets drastically slowed down. If Cricket can make it through here, he may have a good chance of catching back up. Cricket is having a very hard time still, but makes his way through. Doesn't quite get the stop that Silent Karma got. Devin has a nice maneuver down the hill here. We're coming up to our next X, which is the third one. It looks like he misses it completely, makes his way through with little to no resistance. We are going to be hitting, right after that, the spinning snowflake, which is called a mixer. Cricket is going to have a lot of ground to catch up if he wishes to catch back in. It doesn't look like he is having a whole lot of luck. He's going back up the ramp again. Silent Karma makes short work of the snowflake, followed by the best time, which is Nick Moore. Cricket has a whole lot of ground to catch here. Come on, Cricket. Catch back up, big boy. Silent Karma makes his way around. There is no boost on that side of the map, but he's not going to need it. He is going to make his way over the rocks. The rocks are a little to no resistance for him. He's going to catch himself on the X. He goes back up the ramp, which is going to give Cricket plenty of time to make it down the ramp. Silent Karma might be in trouble here. He's going to have a nice speed coming down that ramp. He is definitely catching up, not slowing down. He makes a little bit of resistance on the edges there, but there's not much of the map left. Silent Karma is going to have a big issue here. If Cricket can make it down, he does not. He gets caught back up in the X, which is going to definitely give Cricket the lead here. It looks like it is going to be a finish by Silent Karma. Silent Karma gets the win! Silent Karma! Silent Karma with the win. Definitely lots of opportunities there. Definitely lots of twists and turns, but Silent Karma, unfortunately, but fortunately for him, has pulled out his win of the night. Crossovers were definitely not working here. Becky is joining the next tournament. Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. I like these. Silent Karma wins. Next on this list is Carrie and DeLeon. Carrie and DeLeon, you are next on this list. If you guys are in the comment section there, it is time to get ready because... All right, DeLeon, make your way in, exclamation mark play. Carrie, I'm going to need you to exclamation mark play. If for some reason Carrie does not show up, that gets Mackenzie an automatic chance to win this game right here. Carrie, paging Carrie. Carrie, paging Carrie. Carrie, make your way in, Carrie. We'll give her a good 10 seconds to join. If Carrie does not show up, that gives Mackenzie a chance. Mackenzie, are you in here? Mackenzie Hicks. If Mackenzie does not catch up, Mr. GM Pyro will be having a chance to take over that spot. Mr. Pyro, are you in here? We're going to give it a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Big Daddy is back in the building. Big Daddy said, I want to come back and I want to participate. I want to see how everybody's doing. Next on the list here is going to be Mr. Pyro. If Mr. Pyro wants to take the substitutionary spot, he most certainly can. You have 10 seconds, sir. 10, 9,
No.
8,
No, he's sleeping.
7, 6. Do you wish to participate, Mr. Pyro? You are the next person on the list that has lost. You just have to remember who you are. 5, 4. What exclamation mark? Play, my friend! Do you want to play or no? Who am I against? You are. Here is the list. Native is going to be playing against whoever took over Big Daddy's spot, which is Mrs. Pyro. There you go. It's time. Mr. Pyro pops his way in place of Miss Carrie. Miss Carrie and DeLeon. Uh-oh. And we're having an issue again. Uh-oh. 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 Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again, because I could not move. It got stuck. Big Daddy, Big Daddy. Bro, what are you doing, Big Daddy? You told me you didn't want to play anymore, and we accepted and cried for our loss, which is Big Daddy, and now you hear exclamation mark playing. Random. Mr. Pyro. Mr. Pyro is racing Mr. DeLeon, and we are on one of the easiest maps here, but one of the most unpredictable maps here. Mr. Pyro, DeLeon, hop in. There you go. Let's go. It's time. Here we go. First way around, we're going to go ahead and follow him, just DeLeon all by himself. He is off to a great start. Grandmaster Pyro is definitely catching up, though. The trajectory is fantastic, but he bounces off of DeLeon, which is going to slow him down dramatically. It does give him the inside wall, which is going to give him a nice fast pace, but DeLeon catches up on the high side of the wall and is definitely making a great pace in this map. Dumb map? I know. When do you go? I'm not really sure. I'll look here in just a second. Grandmaster Pyro definitely catches up. He must have got a good bounce off of one of these ramps right here. He has a nice high position on the wall, which is going to give him a huge trajectory down the backside here. Let's go ahead and move up with Mr. Pyro and check behind him, and let's see what DeLeon is doing. DeLeon is slowly catching back up, but he's going to have to make himself high on this ramp if he wishes to catch back up. Once again, it's not necessarily about how fast you're going. It's all about the angles. Mr. DeLeon is right behind him. Let's see if he's catching up to Mr. Pyro. He is, but not by much. Grandmaster Pyro is doing great on the inside wall there. DeLeon is going to catch up if he can get a nice bounce, which he does. He gets a fantastic bounce off of that wall, which is going to catch him up to Master Pyro. Down the inside here, he took the inside maneuver. Mr. Pyro is now the second place runner. DeLeon had a huge amount of ground to catch up. It's really hard to say this. He has a whole lot of ground to catch up, and he did it. which is going to give DeLeon a first place position. Let's see if Grandmaster Pyro can also pull the exact same maneuvers that DeLeon did. Takes it high on the wall, but isn't enough to get down the side of the wall there to catch back up. It doesn't look like he's going to get a whole lot of trajectory off of that wall. You were with DeLeon, but you didn't hop in. We gave you... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. DeLeon is going to take that first place spot. Is this the final lap? It is the final lap. It looks like DeLeon takes first place anyway after all this. Ah! DeLeon! Are you lagged out? What you mean? What you mean, are you lagged out? No, you have to be here to put yourself into the game. It doesn't let you play unless you're in the game. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, okay. Whew, I got scared for a second. I was like, where's our whole bracket? So it looks like DeLeon does pull out here. It looks like he's going to be fighting against Silent Karma next round. Next on the list is Drop It Lopez and Katie. So here's where you get sub. Don't leave. You're good. You're good, Carrie. All right, Carrie. So check this out. There is a solid chance for Cricket to sub here. If Cricket does not sub here... Oop, DeLeon, get in there. DeLeon. If... All right, here we go. If Katie does not get Drop It Lopez in here, you are now... Quick, I'll make you slow. Ooh. Hey, Carrie, don't move. Don't move. If Drop It Lopez does not show up, you were facing against Katie as Drop It Lopez, but that will be your new name. So you get 10 seconds for Drop It Lopez to show up. That's a good solid. 10. 9. 8. 7. Go ahead and ready up, Katie. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. That means Carrie does get to take Drop It Lopez's spot. Exclamation mark play, Carrie. And your new name is Drop It Lopez. Your new name is Drop It Lopez. Carrie. Paige and Carrie. Miss Carrie, baby. It's Carrie, baby. Somebody page Carrie. There she is. All right. Let's go. It's time. All right, first out of the gate is Katie with her fancy new ball. It looks like it's just a straight shot. What in the world kind of map is this right here? We're going to go ahead and follow one competitor at a time. Katie, Gavin, and Carrie right next to each other, side by side, pushing their way through. It really is all about just staying off of the wall. Every time you hit that wall, it's going to slow you down just a little bit, as you see here, where it is going to give Katie a chance to catch back up. Looks like Katie is going to catch back up because of a zigzag pattern that Carrie is running right now. All you need to do is keep it straight. It looks like Carrie is having a little problem going back to the wall again. Katie Gavin is going to catch up. This is the maps I don't like. There are maps I don't like. This is it right here, but it's definitely showing Katie catching up again. Look at how Katie is definitely moving up the side here. Carrie needs to stay off of that wall and not bounce in with Katie Gavin. Looks like Carrie does keep herself off the wall, but Katie Gavin is catching back up. Katie Gavin is slowly taking the first place spot. Is Katie going to take it? She has a commanding lead. Carrie is desperately trying to catch back up and hits the wall again. Carrie is moving, but Katie is moving just a little bit faster. World's weirdest map ever. Yeah, I know. It's not the greatest, okay? So close to finish line. I know. What are we doing? Carrie is giving up hope. Why is she sliding back from the back? It looks like Katie is going to take that first place position. It's Katie! I don't know what a drop is, but I captured one. See, landed a shiny new drops. They're in your drops inventory now. Send a message to thank Quick 502 Gaming for the drop. I have a drop. I don't know what that means. All right. Next on the list here, looks like Katie is going to progress to the next map. Katie gets that next position. Right now, it's Quick 502 and Errol are going to be racing. What's up, Shinebox? How you doing, buddy? Play. Here we go. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Are you ready for this? Told me to check my inventory for drops. It told me to check mine too. I don't know what it is. I got one but didn't accept it. I accepted it. I don't really know what it does. Arrow the Destroyer off to a commanding start. Quick 502 Gaming is going to show off his ball skills. Katie Gavin makes herself out of the tunnel fast, but she is not in this tournament. Quick 502 Gaming with a nice little tail on himself right there. He has a green ball, boys and girls. Arrow the Destroyer gets snagged out of thin air. It looks like Arrow is not going to be a part of this tournament. Arrow gets snagged immediately and gets taken. Hopefully he's going to be getting taken to the end of it, but it doesn't look like he's going to be taking anywhere except for into the side of a building. Right now, Quick is the only one left on the map. Let's see if he can make it all the way through. The Destroyer is destroyed. He can't make it out. Quick has no choice but to try to finish. If he does not finish, we're going to have to rerun this back again. Quick wins. That doesn't mean right. That doesn't mean that I win. Quick gets taken out of the map. It doesn't look like there's going to be anybody finishing this map. He gets sent over the edge and yeeted. We got to run it back again because that did not work. There was no winner to that. That is one of the more difficult maps to stay afloat. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Exclamation mark play to Mr. Errol and myself. Let's start it again. I know, it was a big old L. The map is fun. Yeah, if there's lots of people. Look, I'm a burger. Do y'all see my burger? Katie Gavin has the record on this map right now, and she's definitely going to show off her skills. It looks like Errol is making his way down the side faster than anybody else, faster than the trendsetter, which is Katie Gavin. Quick makes himself out of there. Errol is just a little bit faster, landing in that middle lane. Quick has a lot of ground to catch up if he wants to catch right behind him. Into the mixer. Errol gets caught up on the mixer. Quick gets caught up on the mixer, but Quick is going to make his way out first. A little quicker. Just kidding. He gets caught back up on the mixer again. So does Errol. They're going to get yeeted back into the beginning again and have to make their way through the mixer one more time. Errol makes his way out first. It looks like he's going to make his way out. Just kidding. Gets caught on the mixer again. Quick and Errol fighting it out in the center of the very beginning of the map to make their way through. Errol looks like he's going to make its way through. Quick 502 Gaming looks like he's going to make his way through. But Quick makes it out fastest. Once again, remember, folks, it's staying off of the wall. Stay off of the walls if you want to win. It's all about staying in a nice trajectory. First mixer, Quick makes quick work of. Errol makes quick work of it as well. Quick is going to make his way to the first ramp and get sent into a sea of mixers. Errol making his way out as well. Will he have trouble? No. He makes his way through, but having a hard time getting through there. He's getting sent backwards a little bit, which is going to give Quick a nice lead up in front. Makes his way through the toilet bowl. Errol still having a very hard time getting through the mixers. Quick is getting a commanding lead. Errol finally out of the mixer and making his way down the mixer ramp. The only hope right here is that Quick gets caught up in here, but gets yeeted straight forward. Quick is making his way through, gets yeeted again. This is going to be a very quick match. Unless he gets yeeted backwards, which he does, it gives Errol a chance to catch back up, and he has a lot of ground that he needs to catch up on. Quick is going to have a lot of problems. Gets yeeted again. One more time through the speed bumps. His only saving grace is going to be these pins right here, which can send Quick all the way to the end of the map without getting to land. Quick makes very quick work of the map. Errol trying to catch back up, still having a little bit of trouble with the mixers, but makes his way through. Just hitting. Turn off the cheats? What do you mean? You all watched that happen. Errol the Destroyer finally rolls his way into the end there. It looks like it is going to be a quick win. GG's, Mr. Errol. On to the next round. We have reached our second round of these finals right here. GG's, Mr. Errol. G freaking Jeez. Next up, we have Beam and Killer Lou. Beam and Killer Lou, two arch enemies, IRL. Two arch enemies, IRL, are going to be fighting their way through the end part of this. I am ecstatic to see who's going to win this one. This is probably the biggest matchup we're going to have all night. This is the tournament game to a few people's eyes right now. Miss Beam, I need you to get into the queue. Mr. Killer Lou, man, I need you to get into the queue. Why are y'all anyone but quick? You know I can just yeet you all out of here, right? You know I can just yeet you all out of here, and you won't even get a chance to compete. It's time! Quick 502 Gaming makes his way through it quickly because he is the time leader on this map. It looks like Beam is going to make her way down the ramp first, followed by Killer Lou Man hot on her tails. Both players are going to take the center part of the map versus taking the outsides. Definitely makes their way through the diamond nice and quick. Killer Lou Man going to take the trajectory on the right, Beam on the left. Neither path seems to be any quicker. Once again, what matters is where you hit these ramps. Both of them making quick work. Beam seems to be just a tiny bit behind Killer Lou Man. Beam takes the lead here. Once again, it is all about how you hit the sides, not how fast you're going. Killer Lou Man's going to make his way around the circle. Beam hitting the circle just a little bit faster than Killer Lou Man, going to make their way up the spiral right here. Looks like there's going to be two different paths that they're going to be landing on. Beam has a much faster spinning mixer, while Killer Lou Man has a slower one. This could slow down Killer Lou Man and send Beam flying, but it could also do the exact opposite, cost Killer Lou Man precious seconds and send Beam the opposite direction. It looks like Beam is going to make her way through with a little bit of resistance. Killer Lou Man making his way down. Hopefully he doesn't yeet off of the map. He makes his way through that as well. Beam is having a big issue with the middle part of this map right here. Finally makes her way through, which is going to give Killer Lou Man a push all the way to the very end. Unless something drastic happens here, it looks like Killer Lou Man may have this in the bag. Let's watch the end and see what happens. Killer Lou Man does get caught up, but barely. Gets caught up again, but once again, it is barely. It is going to be an easy W for Killer Lou Man. It looks like Beam is going to have a second place finish in these finals. What a quick map. What a valiant effort by Miss Beam, but Killer Lou Man just had a little bit better of an accuracy on this map. Let's go ahead and head on over and give the W to Killer Lou Man, the two arch enemies in real life. No, I guess it's not going to. Killer Lou. There we go. Big Daddy and Native. Big Daddy and Native getting ready to duke this out. Who took the spot of Big Daddy? Was that Mrs. Pyro? I believe Mrs. Pyro took the spot of Big Daddy. So Mrs. Pyro and Native are going to be having a face-off here in just a second. Peace out, Girl Scout is my thing. The troll wins. All right, next one. Here we go. Mrs. Pyro and Native paging Mrs. Pyro and Native. Mrs. Pyro, Native, let's go! Hop on in, Mrs. Pyro, I see you in there. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're off to a beginning here. Killer Lou Man has the fastest time on this map. Looks like he cheated. Warped his way through that first one. Mrs. Pyro is going to make it down the ramp first. Whole Life going to have a little bit of trouble at the top of this Plinko board, while Mrs. Pyro is making short work of it. Getting caught up a little bit, but not too much. Hopefully that gives a little bit of time for Mrs. Native to catch up. Mrs. Pyro still having issues at the bottom of this ramp. Going to run into one of the Plinko boards, but makes her way through, which is going to give Native quite a bit of ground to catch up on. Mrs. Pyro making herself down the beginning part of this ramp into the orange/yellow section of here. It looks like Native is having a little bit of issues making it through, but she's taking a slow, methodical approach, which is not what we need right here. Killer Lou Man blistering the pace. Of course, he's not in the race. He's just showing his fastest time for this particular map. Whole Life making her way down the ramp here. Mrs. Pyro's definitely setting the pace here, making it hard for Native to catch back up. We do have a few obstacles at the end of this, but not a whole lot. Let's head on over to our first place leader, which is Mrs. Pyro. Whole Life is going to be catching up. It does look like she still has to go down the spiral, but that doesn't mean that she's going to lose. It definitely means that she has some work cut out for her. It all matters about where the drop is here. Mrs. Pyro makes her way through nice and quick. Does not have any kind of resistance in the toilet bowl. Whole Life drops into the toilet bowl as well. Let's see if she has any problems. She does not. She makes it down the ramp. We are entering the final seconds of this match. Let's see if the mixer gives them any problems. Mrs. Pyro is going to make her way through. Doesn't look like she has a whole lot of issues. She needs to inch her way through, and she does. She makes it to the cannonball. Native going to be making her way through. Definitely playing catch up right now, but she is not out of it if she can just catch back up. Mrs. Pyro makes her way through the punching bags. Does not hit any of the ramps. Is going to take a center ramp down the middle here. It looks like this is going to be a Mrs. Pyro win, unless something crazy happens. It is Mrs. GM Pyro! Native is definitely cleaning up her wounds here all the way from New Zealand, watching everybody play. Doesn't look like Native is going to sweep this one. She has just a little bit of issues, but that doesn't mean that she will not get to compete in future endeavors. We will be doing this again next Friday. That is a definite win for Mrs. Pyro, who is subbing in for Big Daddy. Do not leave, Native, because this also means that if somebody else does not show up right here, that you get to take their spot. Looks like Mrs. Pyro, who subbed in for Big Daddy, is definitely taking a nice little win here. Next up, we have Silent Karma and DeLeon. Silent Karma and DeLeon, please report to the beginning part of this map here. Damn, I guess I got to send my wife to fight my battles. All in the queue. They said, we're ready to fight. No talking, just playing. Let's go. It's time! Plinko board up first. Going to make their way into this little special type of mixer. DeLeon makes short work of the Plinko board, but Silent Karma does not let him get ahead too far. Killer Luman is still showing everybody how to run this map. DeLeon makes his way through, but it looks like he's going to have a little bit of a catch-up right here. Once again, as I've said before, it's not about speed. It's about accuracy. Silent Karma makes short work of this obstacle, while DeLeon is still at the entrance of this one. Looks like Silent Karma gets yeeted into the funnel. Does not miss it. Makes short work of that funnel, while DeLeon is still having a lot of issues with the beginning part of this map. He's going to have a lot of ground to catch up, or hope that Silent Karma is going to have some major issues with these speed bumps right here. Definitely a couple spots where they could get yeeted off the mat. DeLeon has a lot of ground to catch up. Silent Karma definitely taking a slower but methodical approach. DeLeon finally makes his way across. He's making his way into the funnel, getting caught up in the funnel. Let's hope he can make it through the mixer with ease, or else he's not going to have a chance to make his way out of the bottom part of this. Looks like DeLeon is still getting caught up and makes his way finally through. Moving into Silent Karma, he's going to make his way around the outside of this funnel. If he can just hit one of the holes, which he does, he's going to make a nice drop down the funnel and push his way through the pegs. DeLeon making his way through the snake part of the map. It looks like he's going to need to pick up speed if he wishes to catch up. It looks like Silent Karma is going to take a nice, easy win and land into the bucket. This is definitely a Silent Karma win. Woo! DeLeon finally makes his way down the funnel. Going to yeet himself into the cannon and have a nice, soft landing into the entrance of the exit. Good game, DeLeon. Excellent attempt, Silent Karma. You are absolutely killing it, buddy. It looks like Silent Karma, a.k.a. Mr. Devin, has won this round. Silent Karma taking a devastating win into the new challenger, which is DeLeon. Katie and Quick are in the next round here. Let's see what we got going on, boys and girls. Paging Katie. Katie paging. Where you at, Miss Katie? You want in or do you want in? There she is. Are you shitting me? What do you mean, are you shitting me? I'm not very good at this, as you can tell. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Anyone but quick? Come on, guys. Katie Gavin and Quick 502 Gaming, even straight out of the ramp. It looks like it's going to be, once again, the trajectory of the toilet bowl that we're going to be hitting. Look at that nice tail and burger on Quick 502 Gaming. Can you guys see that, or is that just me? That's hot. Going to make a lot of work around the toilet bowl here. Definitely working their way down. It's definitely a methodical and accurate approach. Once again, it's not about speed. Speed right here is going to hurt the competitor. Quick 502 Gaming making his way down the funnel nice and quickly. Katie Gavin still having a little bit of an issue on the entrance there. Quick makes his way down first. Katie Gavin is going to have a little bit of ground to catch up as we make our way down the S. If we miss any of these boosters, it's going to cause the other competitor to catch quite up. Quick misses the first booster, which is going to give Katie a nice chance to catch up. Quick misses the second booster, which is going to give Katie a chance to hit. Katie hits it. Quick misses the third booster, which is going to have Katie sending herself down the edge here. Speed bumps are going to be a deciding factor here, where Quick does slow down because he gets caught on the peg. Katie Gavin does, in fact, miss the pegs and makes her way down the ramp. Quick is still making his way out of the ovaries, while Katie Gavin is still playing caught up. Quick got caught on the peg. Katie is taking over that first place position. Once again, we never know what's going to happen. It's all about accuracy, not speed. Katie has taken first place. Quick in 502 and Katie neck and neck as we enter the last part of these ovaries. Dropping down, it looks like Quick has taken the first place position. Again, this could be a photo finish as Katie tries to catch back up and grabs onto the tail of Quick. Katie is missing. Quick is missing. They're both making their way down the ramp. It's going to be a photo finish. It all comes down to who hits the right circle in the funnel. Quick makes his way in. Katie makes her way in. Quick is going to miss the first set of circles. Can he make his way in before Katie does? Katie misses the circles. Katie drops first. It is a Katie finish! Katie Gavin! Katie, excellent finish. Let's look at the time. 0.4 seconds behind the leader. What an incredible finish, Katie. Good stuff. Katie takes out the cheater Quick. Yeah, submit scores, please. There we go. On our final match here, we have Killer Lou and Mrs. Pyro before we make it into the championship game. Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou, are you guys ready for this final match? That race made it all worth it? You jerk. GG's, Katie. Mrs. Pyro and Killer Lou report to the deck. Best news you've had in the last hour? Got to get back to your scan. All right, girl. I'll see you later, Miss Native. Be good. Thank you for coming and hanging out. The person that I've been trying. Anyone but Quicker Lewis. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now? Whole Life looks like she has the record of this. Mrs. Pyro gets caught up in the beginning. She's having a very hard time making herself down the ramp, which is going to give Killer Lou Man a beautiful lead into the very first start of this match. Mrs. Pyro doesn't look like she can make it off of the platform. She finally makes it off of the platform, but is going to have a lot of ground to catch up while Killer Lou Man makes quick work of this map. Killer Lou Man makes his way through the Plinko board while Mrs. Pyro still has to go down and then back up again. Killer Lou Man makes his way down the ramp. Looks like he's going to make his way through the punching bags. Mrs. Pyro is going to have to pick up the pace quite a bit if she wants to catch up. She makes her way back up into the Plinko board. Once she hits the ramp, Killer Lou Man is in a commanding lead. Killer Lou Man up the ramp, up the elevator while she's still making her way through the punching bags. She's going to have to push her way through. No punching, indeed. No kicking, just push and move. Looks like Killer Lou Man is having a very hard start to this part right here after he got through the elevator, which is going to give Mrs. Pyro a chance to catch up. Killer Lou Man is going to have to make quick work of these speed bumps, which he does. Mrs. Pyro makes her way up the ramp, definitely faster than what Killer Lou Man did, but Killer Lou Man has such a commanding lead right now, it almost doesn't matter at this point. He's going to need to be stopped versus just slowed down for Mrs. Pyro, a.k.a. Big Daddy, to catch up. Slow and steady gets it ready. That is for daggone sure. Both of them are now into the funnel. Spiral. Both of them are now into the spiral. Killer Lou Man makes it out first into the tunnel. As long as he can make quick work of this funnel, he's going to make his way into the next part of the ramp, which he does. Mrs. Pyro is still making herself around and around in the spiral. Next spot is going to be the mixer. The mixer is going to be the deciding factor of this part, whether he gets dropped off the side here or has to go down the backside and take ramps. Let's see where he lands. It looks like he is going to be pushed into the back part of this, which is going to give Mrs. Pyro a big opportunity to miss all the obstacles in the back and take that first place lead. Let's see what she does here. Unfortunately, she's going to get yeeted into the same direction that Killer Lou Man got sent into, which means she's not going to have a whole lot of chances to catch up right here. Whole Life still showing how to do these obstacles, while Mrs. Pyro lags in the back. Killer Lou Man is making his way through the mixer, having a hard time getting caught. Can't make his way through, which is exactly what Mrs. Pyro needs right now, is a hope and a prayer. She's going to be dropping in right next to Killer Lou, which is going to mean that she has quite a bit of a chance right here. Wrong button was pressed in the stream deck. Killer Lou Man is going to make his way down the speed bumps, followed by Mrs. Pyro, who wants to make a desperate attempt to make a win right here. And it looks like Killer Lou Man is going to land in for that first place win. Killer Lewis! You wanted to see the bracket? Here's the bracket one more time. Killer Lou takes out the sub for Big Daddy, which is Mrs. Pyro. Looks like there may be an error. We may not even get to see who finishes this game. There we go. Now it's in there. Killer Lou beats out the sub, which is Mrs. Pyro, to enter into the final. To enter into the final part of this game. Next on deck is Star-Lord and Devin Scott into the semifinals to see who is going to face off against the victorious Killer Lou. Are you all ready? Because it's that time. Semifinal match is underway. Let's see who wins. All right, getting in on that list. Killer Lou. No, just kidding, not Killer Lou. Silent Karma and Katie Gavin. Y'all ready? Hop in. Exclamation mark play gets you on the list. If you don't see your name on this list, you are not playing.
What?
Silent Karma.
Best friends. Yep.
Hey, thank you so much for that follow, Sussy
You wanna go
Paka.
just run and rush? Yep.
Katie Gavin and Silent Karma are on the deck and ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Gavin, Big Daddy, and Silent Karma making their way down the ramp. Big Daddy is not competing. He's just showing how we got this record to begin with. Silent Karma makes it out of the ramp first, but that doesn't make a difference. It looks like Silent Karma gets yeeted off the side of the map. The only chance that Silent Karma is going to get a rematch is if Katie also has issues with the map. Immediately, we lose Devin off the side. Katie Gavin is going to just have to take her time and make sure she's hitting every second chance. How to play? We register for these throughout the week, and then you can play, get yourself on these before the game on Friday nights. Friday nights is when we're going to start doing these. So you can't play this time, but next time, for shizzle. Katie and Silent Karma, ready back up. You froze and went black, and now we can't hear you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, mic and stream is working fine. I don't know what to do. 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 Ooh. Uh-oh. No? Y'all can hear me? No audio. You can't play Sussy Baka. Can y'all hear me? Hello?